Alright guys, so as you can see, we're back at it again. Now I already broke down the head. Now I still gotta seat the valves on each seat or each position. Now as you can see, this head has been painted black to the other one. I painted it silver. So I'm gonna have to go back to the other one and paint that one silver. So that's gonna be a process on its own. Now, I don't know if you can see that, but I have not seated the valves yet. So I'm gonna try to clean, wipe down, and then start the process of grinding down the seat and see. I'll show you guys how I get it done, and hopefully it will speed up your process on how to get it done. Alright, so let me get it set up here and I'll be right back. Alright, so to begin with, log grinding compound. Okay, gotta get yourself some of that. You obviously wipe down. If you can, you don't have to, but if you can, keep the valves orientated to the same position they were on the head. Not exactly the same spot, but the valve to go to the one that it was in. Why? Since they're used valves, you want to make sure they're in the same location. So what you're going to do is, oh shit, look, you broke on the bottom, the compound tube. So what you want to do is, you want to get some of this compound on the valve. You don't just put enough in there. You gotta clean the extra anyways. And you're gonna be doing this multiple times. So obviously I clean my valves with a sandpaper and the drill. I clean the bottom and I clean the back of them. What you're gonna do is you're gonna get it, put it back on the seat. And essentially you want to get some oil because you're going to be spinning it. That way you're not spinning it on the seat dry. So we got some oil there. On the back side, what you're going to do is you're going to get a little drill. I'm just going to show you guys what I'm going to do here on the back side of that valve. So you present it on the drill, just the tip. See if you can see, still got to clean this, but that's where the keepers go in. You want to get it before the keepers. You don't need to tie it crazy. So then make sure that it's in there so you can spin it. Okay, that's what you're gonna do. You're gonna spin it, and then when you're spinning it with a drill, you're gonna go back and forward, tapping the seat on the valve to the one on the head. So if you can pick this one up, see if it'll focus. You see how the black line there on the edge right here, that's has some shiny part to it, but you can see a lot of dirty and nasty stuff there. That's what we need to get rid of. So I'm gonna go ahead and connect myself to this valve. Alright, so make sure that everything is wet. I'm going to start spinning it and start touching it. Alright, so after a minute, you're going to see a little bit of a change on the color of the putty or the grind. And I just mean that it's grinding away that dirt and accumulated stuff on it. Now this process, you might have to do it multiple times. Reason being is you have to double check your valve, how clean it's getting, and how the seat is doing itself. Obviously you want to get both of them as clean as possible and as shiny as possible. Make sure that everybody is sitting the best way possible. So, as you can see here, still gonna have to do more. This needs to be a lot cleaner and a lot straighter on the edge. Let's see if you can pick this up. See that silver edge? Still has like little black dots on it. Okay. We're trying to get rid of those little black dots, and the same black dots are at the seat on the head. But if you look at the ring, the one that I'm working on, see how shiny that is compared to the rest of them? That means that it's already cleaning up pretty decent. Now, obviously, it's not decent enough to where I want to leave it at. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit more grinder loop here. Again, no. You can't overdo it. It's only going to use so much of it. The rest is extra. I'm going to put on the tool again. Now, yes, you can do it by hand with those little little tool that is sell on Advanced Auto Part or any auto parts store. It's just gonna take a lot longer. Just imagine the drill. I'm not putting it at full speed or anything. I just wanted to tap and kind of drag itself in there. And I'm going way better speed than I would if I was doing it by hand itself. So I'm just speeding up the process. Okay, you don't need it to be too tight because you don't want to mark the valve itself. Just want a clean finish on the head. on the valve. That way you have the best seal possible between the two metals. Now, being that this head and the valves are used, the head most of the time is going to clean better than it would the valve, and you cannot get all of the blackness out of the valve surface, but it gives you way better surface to have the proper seal that you need. So if you can look that in the camera, that's way shinier. And now we look at our valve. See how much better that is? So that's pretty good seal on that valve. And I will say you can leave that one there. So now I'm going to clean it off, get off this grinding metal shavings out of it, and put a little oil on it. Just remember, this is going back into a set position. And it's going to stay there. That's it. So now I'm going to repeat the same process for all of my valves, exhaust, and intake. Now I'm going to go ahead to the one that was sitting here before I take the engine apart, which is the one that I showed you guys already. So this right here, it's a before, and it's gonna look like the other one once I get it done. And as you can see, the head, the second hole from where the valve is dark. It's gonna look clean, shiny metal once I'm done with it. So that being said, guys, enough talking. I'm gonna pause the video. There's no sense for me showing you the whole process. I gotta do the same process for all of them. And then we're gonna put the springs on and the retainers and whatnot. So let me pause it. Be right back. Alright guys, so we already did all the valves and everything. It took probably 20 minutes with the drill. Now let's put our stem seals, or valve seals as you want to call it. Now the blue, they go on the exhaust valve, if I'm not mistaken. So obviously this is the exhaust, and intake is on the bottom side. So we're just going to put 4 of these. What I'd like to do is get a little bit of oil in there, so whenever the valve goes through, you already have somewhat of oil. So I like to get them started, and then tap it. So it seats all the way. Now let's do this side. So we go to the next exhaust valve. Alright, then we can push that valve through. There we go. So we got 2 more. it's a square. There we go. Alright, so we gotta do that for the exhaust. And then the black ones, this one's right here, are gonna be for the intake side. So we're gonna set those so then we can do the springs. Alright, so I'll be right back. Alright guys, so we got our stem valves or seals for the valves in. We're gonna go ahead and get our springs. I do have the kind of heavier spring with the inner spring in it, and I still have the stock seats and keepers. So this is what I'm working with. Now we got this tool, and obviously I should have flipped the head around. Let's see. The valves, they're supposed to hold themselves when they have the seal on. So let's see, if I'm not mistaken, the fat ones are the exhaust. Let me double check here. Exhaust, yep. So exhaust. Okay. At least that's the way it was before I took it apart. So it's gonna be exhaust. So all the blue ones. Okay. So I'm gonna set this thing. The way you use it, if you guys haven't used this before, you set this pin with this to the height of your valve, and as much as you want to compress it. So if I'm not mistaken, I already had it set up and I did the last hand, but since I really do have to compress down, make sure that the point on the bottom is in the center of your valve, and then let's squeeze this thing like a man, like there's no freaking tomorrow. And get two of your keepers, slide it in place. Okay, so as long as they're both in place, then you can release the tool. And that's it. It's just gonna stay in place. So I'm gonna do that for the exhaust since the tool is already set for the exhaust. So let me get these other three done, and then we jump over to the intake. Alright guys, so in my case, I already had adjusted the load on the tool for the other side, which was a lot tighter. So when I came back to the intake, I didn't have to adjust the height of the pen or anything on the tool. So I just make sure that I put my keepers on, they do have to kind of snap in place. There we go. And then I release, I'm good to go. And jump to the next one. There we go. So this is the last one. So we got here we go. Release. And we are all done. Nice. And that is how she looks. Pretty good, right? So they've been seated, the springs are on, everything is good to go. So I think I'm just gonna slap it in right now. I don't know what time it is, but I'm pretty sure it's pretty late. So regardless, I'm gonna go ahead and wipe down the surface, clean it up pretty good. Clean my block, double check that everything is dry and clean. Put my gasket on and slap it in place. Alright, I'll probably just do that right now. Alright, be right back, guys. Alright guys, so I already cleaned the block, cleaned the head, the gasket again, same process. You want the front to be covered and the real holes, you want them to be open. Alright, that being said, the gasket still says front on the front end, but you want to make sure that the holes in the back are open. That way the head get enough water and she doesn't overheat. So let me go ahead and install this head real quick. These suckers are heavy as hell. Don't forget your guide pins. They go on the bottom of the end. So the first hole here. Wait a second. Oh man, just got dirt all over the place. Alright guys, let me clean this out real quick. Alright guys, so we cleaned that up. I went ahead and slide it in place. Alright, there we go. It's already in there. So, that being said, we should do the ARP bolts and nuts. So again, you guys already seen this process. So same process as before. We're gonna put our ARP grease or whatever this thing you want to call it that comes with the studs. We're gonna put it on the washer, on the nut, set everything by hand, and then it starts working on sequence to 110. If I'm not mistaken, that's what it's supposed to be. 110, and then it start turning it down. We're gonna break it down again in like 3 sections, 35, 35, and then the rest. But you already seen this process on this head. It's the same process to that side. So let me go ahead and get that done real quick, and we might be able to put the rocker arms as well with the push rods and everything, so it'll be ready for the intake manifold. Alright, be right back. Alright guys, so we took it down to 110. I put the lifters, push rods. Now I'm going to go ahead and get the rocker arms on. And all this stuff I have already cleaned up. And I also cleaned up the thread. And all these holes. So everything has been cleaned out. And then this one's we're going to turn it down to 23 foot-pound. That's what the book says, so that's what we're doing. So we just want to make sure that they're center. And then we gotta spray some oil on top of everything, that way nothing gets frosted. And then it's sitting here for a couple of days after I clean them up. And it has a little bit of sign of rust on the bolts and stuff. So I'll make sure that we get that oiled up a little bit. I gotta see what's going on with this one. It's not going down all the way. So I gotta see what the heck is going on there. But 23 in all of them, be out of the way. So let me go ahead and spin it for a second so that I could see why this thing is not going down deeper. Alright, be right back guys. Alright guys, so everything is tight. Now we're gonna get again some of this oil and just let it have some of it, so nothing is all dried up. Let me see if I can twist it a little bit. Oh, now it just got a lot heavier. There we go. A little bit better. So the next thing I gotta do is gonna let it soak in a little bit. Still gotta turn it over, and this is just gonna make a big mess. But at least we get some lubrication into those things. So that is done. I spin the engine over, and it spins freely. It's not locked up or anything of that sort. But for tonight, I think I'm gonna call it a night. And tomorrow, what I'll probably do is the oil pickup came in, so I got a new oil pickup. I still gotta put the intake manifold, so then I can put the distributor and keep on building this thing. But she spins, she's not locking up, and yes, I still have to paint this head, so I'm still debating on how I'm gonna get that done. But hopefully, once I have everything kind of close up, the intake manifold put on, what I'll probably do is flip the engine over, mask it, clean it, and just spray the black so I can match the heads. I think I like the silver idea, but it's not growing on me. So black heads is gonna be it. But anyways, hi guys, like always, share, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. We get in there, guys. A little bit closer. Hi guys, later.